Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Caitlin, and first off, I'm sorry about the extreme close-up, the no makeup, and the crazy hair, but I've been cleaning all day and doing declutters all day and didn't think about needing an intro, so here's my intro. I'd also like to apologize to you guys for being away for so long, but I had a pretty significant issue in my family that had to be taken care of, and I don't really feel comfortable about talking about it on here, but I think things are finally starting to get better and it's starting to look up, so I definitely wanted to come back on here and give you guys something, so please bear with me through this recovery, and I'm really sorry about it. Just know that I'm trying, and yeah, I love you guys, and let's get into the declutters. Bye. Okay, we'll start with blush since that's what I have the least of. I just have this one container. So here's this little guy right here. This is the LAQA & Co. Blush Highlighter. I don't know if I've ever even used this. I don't think I've even used this, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass this on along right now because I know if I haven't reached for it yet, I'm not going to. I'm honestly not much of a blush person, so having this amount of blush is way too much for me. Like, I know some people have like drawers of blushes, but for me that's just not practical because I don't really reach for blush that often, and when I do, it's like the same 2 or 3 shades. This is the DLS blush, Dirty Little Secret. I do like this blush. It's a pretty color, but I don't know. I think I'm going to pass this one along too because, again, it's not one that I reach for, so I don't need it. This one is one that I will keep. I do like this one. This is the Seraphine Botanicals Leche and Gold Healthy Glow Rose Gold Blush. It is very similar in shade to that last one, but it feels better, and it's got like this really pretty glow to it. It's a very natural looking blush, which is what I reach for when I do reach for blush, so I'm going to keep this one. Put him over here. These are obvious keeps. These are the 2 blushes that I reach for the most. This is Party by Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. This is my favorite. For like summery months or springtime, I'll wear this one, and then this is the one that I reach for in the winter time because it's a deeper color. So I just like a deeper color for blush because it gives you that like what is the word, like the snow blown kind of look, the cold rash or whatever. I can't make that sound cute, but you know what I'm talking about, like the blushing. And this is called Feisty, so I reach for these. You can definitely tell this one is loved. These are for sure staying in my collection. This one is got dust on it because I don't use it that often. This is by Dose. It's just that little duo that we got in what did we get this in? BoxyCharm, I think. It does have a really nice mirror. You can see all the pens I have. But I don't reach for these. I don't think I've even swatched them. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along because I don't use it. This one is by Milani. This is their baked blush in the shade Bellissimo Bronze. I think this is way too dark for my skin tone. I can't even open it. There we go. It is definitely more of a bronzy color, and it's got sparkle in it that I don't appreciate on my face. So definitely passing this one because even if I wore blush more than I do, I don't like this blush. I mean, it's a pretty formula, but I don't like the glitter, and I think the color is way too dark. So passing that. This one by Milani, however, this is the Romantic Rose Powder Blush in the shade 01. I will keep this one. The only complaint I have with this is I hate that it doesn't open all the way. I don't know why that's a pet peeve of mine, but it is. So if I want a drugstore blush for some reason, this one I reach for a lot. So I do really like this one. It's very similar in shade to this one, I think. Probably why I like it. If I can open it. Yeah, these are very similar in shade. I kind of have like 2 shades I stick to. So I do love both of these, so I will keep this one. This is another blush that I like. I don't reach for this one terribly a lot, but it's really pretty. It's more of a really light blush, like you can't really even see it, but I do really like it. It does smell really good. I am going to hold on to this even though I don't reach for it as often as I should. This one is the Wet n Wild Princess Daiquiris. I used to wear this a ton, like you can see that dent in there. I wore this so much, but honestly, now that I've tried more blushes, I feel like this shade is bad for my skin tone. I feel like it's too light, which doesn't really make sense because my skin tone is so fair, but I feel like it just kind of makes me look even more pale. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pass this one on, which kind of hurts my heart, but I'm gonna do it. This one is Pixie by Petra. This is another wintry shade for me. I do really like this one. It's a very, very smooth formula. Like, it feels like butter. It's so pretty. I do really like that. This is when I really want like a dark blush. Like if I was doing like a very, I don't know, sultry, I guess, kind of look, I would use this shade of blush. So I do like that one. I'll keep it. This one I'm keeping even if I don't use because it's Aspen Ovard. You'll find in my collection I have a lot of YouTuber makeup that I am going to hold on to whether I use it or not. That might sound silly to some of you, but I really like to support other YouTubers, so I'm going to continue to do that and keep these in my collection. However, this is a pretty blush. I don't reach for it often because it does have a lot of glitter in it, but I really like this on the eyes. So sometimes I'll use it for that, but it is a nice formula. Pixie has a really great blush formula, so I'm going to hold on to that anyway. This is the Kat Von D Pore Vita Everlasting Face Shaper Blush. I don't think I've ever used this. I got this at Marshall's. Yeah, I've never used this and I'm never going to. I think I bought this just for what I found at Marshall's haul, but it's so bright. I'm just not going to use this. It's really beautiful. I don't think I even swatched this. I didn't. Okay. So yeah, passing that along. So I kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're getting rid of 2, 4, 6. So pretty good. So let me go ahead and get these out of the way and we'll move over to bronzers. Okay, moving on, I have my bronzers and then I have this guy right here. We'll go ahead and get him out of the way. This is the Wet n Wild Dual-Ended Contour Stick. This is the only contour product I have in here. And this is also the only cream contour product I own. So I'm going to hold on to it for that reasoning, just in case I want a cream contour. So there's that one. Now, right here up front, we have a tragedy. This is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer that I just recently shattered. I've never been so upset about breaking a makeup product in my life because this is my favorite bronzer and pretty much the only one I ever use. So breaking this really made me sad, but I am going to keep it even though it's broken until I can get a new one. This one is the Milani Bronzer XL All Over Glow in the shade 02 something, Fake Tan. And it has like two sides to it, like a more contoury shade and a more bronzy shade. I think I've only used this once. I don't really remember. Yeah, it's kind of meh. Maybe the contour would be okay. I don't know. We're going to put this in a maybe product pile because I just want to give it a fair shot, but at the same time, I'm not really reaching for it. Next is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Ticket to Brazil bronzer. I've had this for a while now. I don't really like it. I don't really like that shade on me. The formula is really good, and if it had like a more gray toned color, I might pick it up. Like this color kind of. But this is just too like yellowy on my skin color, I guess. I don't know. So we're going to pass that along. Next in here, oh, I lied. I forgot I had this. This is the Mega Glow Contouring Palette. This is Dolce de Leche. There's another one too, but I don't have that one. I can't remember how I felt about this either, honestly. I feel like I didn't like the white part and I did like the brown part, if I remember correctly. Yeah. It's super powdery, but I'm going to hold on to this for like if I want to do, what is this called? Drugstore. I want to do a drugstore video. This is the e.l.f. bronzer palette. I don't reach for this, I'm going to be honest. I don't even know if I've used this. I think I swatched it and that's it. I'm just going to go ahead and pass it because I don't ever reach for it, ever. So I'll pass that along. Moving on. I love this bronzer. This is the Sonia Kashuk Knockout Beauty bronzer. It was limited edition, so you can't really get it anymore. But it's just like these boxing gloves, and it says KO, and then it says You Are Beautiful. This was for like fighting women abuse or something, domestic violence, something, I don't remember. But it had a really good cause to it, and I really like this bronzer. It's got like a, almost like a golden sheen to it, but in like the best way. Like, it's right there. It's really subtle, but really, it's like shimmery without being sparkly, so I do really like it. I'm going to hold on to that one. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I do really enjoy this. This was a little sample guy. I don't reach for this as much as I would like to, but it is a really nice bronzer. So I'm going to hold on to that one too. This is the Ciate London Bamboo Bronzer. I don't think I've used this either, maybe once. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pass it because I don't use it. So there's that. This is the Beauty Basics Bronze Essentials. I've never used this. I've never even touched this. So I am just going to go ahead and pass this along. I feel like this is one that I got in a BoxyCharm that I couldn't find anything about it being cruelty-free or something. So I just held on to it until I could discover it, but yeah. So moving back on to this guy. Let's go ahead and see what I have in here before I make a decision about whether or not I want to keep this. I only kept 4 bronzers and 1 contour. I think I'm going to go ahead and hold on to it for now. If I don't find myself reaching for it soon, then I will go ahead and declutter it. But for now, I think I'm going to hold on to it just because I do want to give it a fair shot, because I think I've only used it once, and I honestly can't even remember. I feel like I either loved it or hated it, but I can't remember which it was. So I do want to give it a fair shot. So there are all the bronzers that I will be keeping and the ones I am getting rid of. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this out with highlighters and be right back. Okay, so now I've got highlights, and I'm going to be honest with you, this one's going to be a little rough because I have so many that I really like, and I don't really want to get rid of any of these. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and start right here. This is the Artist Couture in the shade Illuminati. I don't think I've even used this yet. Let's see here. It's very, very golden. Yeah, that's not going to look good on my skin tone. I'm just going to pass this one along. I don't want to get rid of this because it's the only Artist Couture product I own. And it is really pretty, but it's so sparkly. I don't know. I'm just going to pass that along. This one is Too Faced. This is the Rosy Glow Candlelight Glow. Another little sample guy. I think I got this in like the Kat Von D and Too Faced collab. I really like this. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off. If I want like a subtle day, this is what I reach for. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this one. Next, I have these 2 e.l.f. ones. This is the Baked Highlight, and this is a Baked Blush, I think. This is Moonlight Pearls, and this is Blush Gems. This one actually broke on me. The entire like dome part fell off of it, so that's all I have left of it. But I feel like this is the one I really like. Yeah, I really like that one. And I put that in the wrong pile. I'm keeping that one. And this one, I also really like. I think I'm going to keep both of them. This is not going to go well, you guys. Like, honestly, I'm probably going to keep more than I get rid of in this section because I'm a highlighter junkie. This one is a little Sin sample by Urban Decay. I don't really reach for this just because it's in such like this inconvenient packaging, but it is pretty. I might put this in like my eyeshadows and use it as an eyeshadow highlight. I think that might be what I do. This is a pencil by Lord & Berry. What is this called? Strobing pencil. Does it have a name? No. I've never used this before. I'm probably not going to, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that. This is Ofra Rodeo Drive. This is a like cult classic highlighter that I don't really reach for. But it's so pretty. But it's just too gold for me, I think. I don't know, you guys. So pretty. I think I might pass this one. Oh, that hurts my heart, but it's so golden and I'm so fair that it just doesn't look right. So I think I am going to pass it. This is another Ofra one. This is Pink Sapphire. I've held on to this for so long because I keep saying I'm going to use it, and I just don't. But I think that's going to be the case today too because it's so pretty. I love this so much. It's like the right kind of sparkle, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to hold on to this one more time and I'm going to use it. I'm going to make myself use it. These two are one of my favorites. This is the Pixie and Aspen Ovard, London Luster, and Santorini Sunset. I use London Luster more. You can tell. There's definitely a divot in there. But this is one of my favorite drugstore highlights. I don't have too many drugstore highlights because honestly drugstore doesn't have very many good highlights. But these two are great. Well, cruelty-free anyway. I only use cruelty-free products if you didn't know that, so finding a cruelty-free highlighter at the drugstore is kind of difficult, but these two are great. That one's definitely more golden, but I still enjoy it because it's like a pale gold, so it's not too gold that it's going to be just like a gold stripe on my face, if you know what I mean. So keeping those ones. This is a little sample of Mary Luminizer by The Balm. I have to be careful with this because it does fall out sometimes. I've only used this once. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to pass it. I don't reach for it. And I have other highlights that I like more. And I have too many highlights. So here is Becca Champagne Pop, I believe. No, what is this? Yeah, Champagne Pop. This is a collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. I am, of course, going to keep this because it's Jaclyn Hill. And as I said in my last declutter, if you guys haven't checked that one out, you definitely should, that I do keep a lot of YouTuber products, even if I don't like them, just because I really like to support other YouTubers. So I'm probably going to keep all of the YouTuber products that I have in my collection, even if I don't reach for them. This is Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter in Precious Petals. I have decluttered some of these already, just because they weren't right for my skin tone. And this is going to be another one I declutter. So next is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I think there's something else that these were called, but I don't remember. It was part of some collection. This one's the Sweetest Bling. I feel like one of these I like and one of them I don't. Let's look at this one. This is Lilac to Reality. Ooh, that's powdery. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this one for sure, and I think I'm going to hold on to this one, the Sweetest Bling, just because I don't really have anything else like it. So these two are staying. This is the Dose of Colors Katie and Desi collab. This is Fuego, and this is Mirame. They look like this. Here's Fuego and Mirame. I took a chunk out of that. If you watched my full face of highlighter video, you know what happened there. These are both way too dark for me, but again, I'm going to hold on to them because they're Katie and Desi. But I do think they make beautiful eyeshadows, and they're beautiful on deeper skin. So there's that. Moving on to this box. We've got some liquid highlighters. I'll save those for last. This guy, this is the Estate highlighter in the shade Do Me Afterglow highlighter. When I got this, I think this was in, it was either an Ipsy or BoxyCharm this month in February. And I was like not excited about this at all because it's a purple highlighter and I was just kind of eh. But I really, really like that highlighter. It doesn't swatch the best, but on it is so pretty. So I'm definitely going to hold on to this. It is a colorful highlighter and I'm kind of over the trend, but this one is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to wipe my hand off. The last two powder highlights I have, yes, are both by Jeffree Star and Manny MUA. This one is Uranus and this one is Eclipse. I'm not crazy about Uranus. It's very, very golden. You can see everything going on in my room right now, but I still like it. This is another one that I really like for an eyeshadow too. And this one, Eclipse, I do really, really like. I can't open anything today. There's Eclipse. This one's pretty. This one's definitely a lot rougher than Uranus is and doesn't swatch as well, but it's so pretty on pale skin. So I'm keeping both of those. Let's go ahead and wipe this off again so we can get into these liquid highlights. I just got this one the other day. My mom got it for me. It's a Batgirl highlight. It's called Bat Signal. It's so cute. It's a, oops, face and body luminizer. I'm probably going to take it out of the packaging, but I'm definitely going to hold on to it just because it's so cute. I have like a lot of superheroes and princesses and stuff luminizers. I will show it to you, but realistically, I'm probably not going to wear it, but I still really like it. Looks like this. It's pretty. It might be pretty as like a base, honestly, but it is pretty. And I am going to hold on to it, if nothing else, just for the packaging, which you shouldn't do, but when it comes to something like that, like it's a kind of more like a collector's thing, like both of these are. These are, this one is Catwoman and this one is Pocahontas. They are honestly the same thing, I think. So that one, and yeah, they're literally like, well, maybe not. This one might be a little more golden. This This one's called Vivacious Villains. Why can't I say that word? And this one sticker must have come off sometime, but I keep these simply because they're Catwoman and Pocahontas. This is really beautiful. I wore this. This is Mana Beauty Simplified Eye Candy Primer Shadow Stick in the shade Jelly Bean. I wore this on my lips in my full face of highlighter video, and not gonna lie, I kind of thought it was really pretty on the lips. Like, I might do like a purple lip and put this in the center. I kind of want to try it, but either way, it's super, super beautiful, and I'm not partying with it. This one is the Mana Glow Illuminator. I don't even need to swatch this, but I'm going to, but I don't really care for this one, so it's going. It's just too pink. Okay. Ooh, and it leaks. I forgot about that. You have to put the lid back on before you tip it upside down, or it will go everywhere. I forgot that problem. But yeah, it's really, really pink. This would be beautiful on deeper skin tones, but for my pale butt, it's too much. And the last one in there is by Temp 2 and BoxyCharm. And I do really like this one. It's in the shade... Doesn't have a shade. It's the only one of its kind, though, the Temp 2 and BoxyCharm Liquid Glow. You're supposed to shake it. You can hear that, like, aerosol thing in there. That's probably a disgusting sound. It looks like that. And then it also kind of leaks, but it's okay. It's so, so beautiful. It looks beautiful under your foundation. So keeping that one. Definitely did not do as good as I wanted to in this declutter, but I knew I wasn't going to, so that's not as bad as I thought it would be, I guess. I'm getting rid of 2, 4, 6 and keeping a lot more than 6. But yeah, that is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this declutter. If you did, don't forget to like this video before you go, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any more of my declutters in the future. So yeah, bye guys.